Each year as a staff around April, we start to have meetings to discuss awards, scholarships, and ultimately who will be valedictorian. Anyone who joins in these conversations will tell you that there are some of the most positive and inspiring conversations we have. Whether it is traditional academics, visual or performing arts, athletics or service, teachers from around our school gather and passionately advocate for students who have achieved remarkable things in their areas of interest. And each year, a handful of names comes up over and over, this year being no exception. We discuss, compare, and sometimes disagree, but eventually we decide on a valedictorian. This year's valedictorian has shown excellent academic achievement, excellent involvement in athletics and in the performing arts, as well as outstanding dedication in service to the school and exceptional leadership in our community. Ladies and gentlemen, the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2019, Mr. Andrew Wong.
Hi. Looking out at all of you right now, I can say for certain that I have never been more afraid in my entire life. Not of you guys, of course, not of you guys, but afraid of this. Because for perhaps the first time ever, we are free to choose who we become. And that's kind of terrifying. There's a lot of gray area, a lot of things we don't know or can't control. If we have ever crossed paths, you and I hope the one thing you notice about me is my smile, and that I'm a pretty positive person. I believe in hope. I believe in the goodness of all of us, and I believe in you, the people around me. Throughout high school, I've had many experiences and many opportunities that affirm this belief. The grad class of 2019 has been so caring and so respectful. It means a lot to me, and I guess I should say that I respect that you care. Care, respect, check. But I would be lying if I told you that everything has been all smiles. I can't personally speak for all of you, but while I may smile on the outside, I've been through loss. I've been hurt, but most importantly, I've been afraid. Fear has been a part of my life for every step of this 5-year journey, and I would bet that it also has been a part of yours. But it is not the fear that consumes me that I want to talk about today. It is rather the strength that comes from fear. Let's take a walk. Okay, maybe not. Let's just go back to when we were younger. A little smaller, a little less worldly, and back when I didn't have this nice hair. Thank you for noticing. See, fear and I have been tied at the hip since I stepped foot into Stevenson, London, going off to grade 8 camp without a clue on how to start fresh in a new environment. I'm sure most, if not all of you, can remember the same feeling. If it were not for my friends and the grad class of 2019, to whom I'm everlastingly grateful for today, I would have likely have cowered forever. But I chose to stand up. I chose to stare my fear down and tell myself that things will be okay. And if you're sitting here today, you probably said something similar. Now, look at us. I would say that things did work out. The fear of the unknown taught me compassion, and I believe that I have become better by overcoming it. I also remember when fear reared its ugly head, when I was pretty much picked last for the basketball team. Hi, Stoneberg. which, to be completely fair, was pretty generous out already. I mean, I don't exactly have the height for anything, unless you compare me to Miss Akata, in which case, I'll see you at the NBA draft. Yeah, you got that one. Sorry, Miss S, you know I got it. I'm sorry. Anyways. Cool. The fear of being left behind, being not good enough, was crippling. But I discovered that if no one else is willing to help you, you have to help yourself. So I worked hard, and I hustled. And over these last 5 years, that fear turned into gold at the athletic banquets. Well, the plaques aren't completely gold, they're mostly wood, but you get the point. You get the point. This fear taught me persistence. It taught me that willpower was a force to be reckoned with. Now, I have yet to completely conquer this fear. Self-worth is important to me, and I want to make something clear to everyone here today. You are enough. Before I close this up with a final thought, I would like to say a quick thank you to the admin for letting me speak today as valedictorian, and to the committee that I'm now aware of for picking me as valedictorian. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to Mr. S, my English teacher, for helping me with this speech. We didn't rehearse this. Thank you. Thank you so much. And there are also 2 folks who are probably sitting up in the nosebleeds or in the far back. Oh, just kidding. They're there. Hi. That I would like to thank. Mom, thank you, and I love you.
Me too.
And Dad, we did it. Ama, 谢谢，我爱你。
I love you.
I've talked a lot about the past, so perhaps I should bring your focus to something more imminent. The future. Ooh. Just saying the word future is a little scary, isn't it? High school has been a constant in our lives for the last 5 years. And now it's about time to move on. If our trip through life here at Steeson London has taught us anything, it is that fear will always be with us. And as much as I would love to tell you that we could avoid fear, or even get rid of it, that would be a lie. You see, it is not fear that makes us weak, but the ability to overcome it that makes us strong. If, by any chance, I've accidentally made you nervous or anxious or any of the above about the future, here are 3 things that we can stop being afraid of right now. You ready? Yeah? Okay, cool. Number 1, don't be afraid that the path that you are on now is leading nowhere. If our lives were set out for us already, it would be lackluster. It would be like watching a movie that you already know the ending to. Spoilers. Number 2, don't be afraid of growing challenges or growing stress. We were made to adapt. More specifically, Steeson London kids were made to adapt. We eat stress for lunch that costs $6. We do things like take multiple APs or have Mr. J-Ma as a teacher. We do a lot of things, the list goes on and on. The point is, difficult is just our new normal. And number 3, don't be afraid about losing the connections that you have made here at Steeson London. The teachers who have become confidants, the friends who feel like family. The truth is, no one is ever truly gone. To be perfectly honest, there is still a part of me that's a bit afraid. But as I gaze upon the future, as blurry as it may seem, I hope to be fearless. I hope to stare fear dead on and say, I'm not afraid. and I hope you all do the same. Thank you very much.
He does have nice hair, doesn't he?